Hello and welcome back to Football Matters. This is week 7, so we're going to start off by reviewing week 6 against Mississippi State. And it went exactly as I thought it would. If KJ didn't play, we would lose. However, if KJ had played, we still would have lost. We have no secondary help. And we were playing against Mike Leach's air raid offense with Will Rogers, who is a great passing quarterback. And they ran the ball more than I expected, which is actually pretty smart considering bumper pulls, playing with an injured hip. We have two defensive linemen that are out right now, and they just shredded our defensive backfield. We had to move Hudson Clark, who is a okay cornerback. We had to move him to safety because we have nobody else. We are so banged up. They're moving redshirt wide receivers to playing defensive backs because we have no cornerbacks and no safeties right now. The transfer of Brooks and Fauché is hurting us more than we figured, which wouldn't have if it hadn't been for all the injuries. However, there are injuries, and we didn't have the depth at those positions to play out the way that Barry Odom needed them to play out. I'm going to say something here. Everybody's upset that we stayed with the same defense of rush 3, drop 8. What would you rather we done? Rushed Poole and Sanders and bring in Hudson to do a blitz, and they would have just blown us out of the water if they'd have done that. The rush 3 drop 8 was the best option that we had with the personnel that we had available to play in that game. Now to review the offense of last week, everybody's upset that Cade got the start over Malik with KJ being out. And everybody's like, oh, well, look at Malik when he got into the game. He's a gamer. He might not be a practice guy, but he's a gamer. Well, you can't base an offensive plan on a gamer. Offensive game planning is done based upon how they practice. And I'm going to say something else. Maybe they wanted Malik to step up and take the job over Cade. And maybe, I'm going to bring something up I haven't heard brought up by anyone. How much of the offensive playbook does Malik know? Does he know packages? Or does he know the playbook as the packages he was going to be playing wide receiver or coming in as a wildcat option? We don't know how much of the playbook he actually knows from a quarterback standpoint. And that's a big difference. You know, maybe Cade knew the playbook much better, and so that's why they went with him. Now, Malik is a freak athlete. He's very fast. He does have an arm on him. We found that out. And he is accurate on those deep passes. But we just don't know what they know. So before we start jumping on the coaches about why isn't this guy playing as the backup quarterback? Why is Cade over him? There's things that we do not know. Okay, so now we're going on to our preview. They're flying out to face BYU in Provo, Utah. Before the season started, I predicted we were going to lose this game 45-30. That was my original prediction. I'm now flipping that, and I have the Hogs winning 42-30. KJ is back this week. The Vegas line has flipped. Now Vegas has us picked to win the game based upon KJ's returning. They do have a wide receiver named Epps that is crazy fast, and their quarterback is good and he's fast. But I think they're going to be able to practice against that style when they practice against Malik. They're going to use Malik as a practicing tool to get ready for BYU. And their defenders are very handsy. If Arkansas receivers can just keep their hands back and let them fight them, we will get a lot of pass interference penalties based upon how handsy they are. Now, if our receivers start fighting back and they're both handsy on both sides of the ball, we're not going to get those flags. But if they can just keep their hands up, whenever KJ throws the ball towards them, keep their hands up, try to catch the ball, don't try to fight off the defender, because the defender will draw a penalty. I have, like I said, my new prediction is 42-30 Arkansas. And my bold prediction of the week is that Drew Sanders gets 2 sacks, and that my haters are going to love this. I'm going to predict that Hudson Clark gets his first interception of the season. He dropped 1, possibly 2 last week. That was a big fault that we had in our secondary. But I have Arkansas winning 42-30 with the return of KJ Jefferson. Okay, so that's this week's episode, Week 7 review/preview of Football Matters with the Arkansas Razorbacks. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell, rock 'em, sock 'em, do all the stuff you need to do. Please comment. I will respond to every comment, whether it's good or bad, whether you like me or dislike me. I want you to remember, it's a game. It's only a game.